Coach. Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. What? 180! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Check your hot read! Check! Horrible! Check!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is gone. This one to the left to Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 24, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
5. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Goff. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
180. Nice, sweetheart. Check 24. No. Off. Super one. Switch.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and
2. We go. 120. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Super.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He goes tonight. 120. Check 55 to Mike. He's tired of me. Shell. Hardball. Check 37.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Five.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let him know.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right there.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He's got it. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Let's go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they say.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Ready, break.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Ready, ready. 60 yards. Check right 39. Check. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Open man right side is Ingram. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Henderson now on first and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, defense, let's go. Go. Watch that.
Throwing Jones. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Good dad. Good dad. Tricks on Travis.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's Moore.
Let's go, boy.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
High 7.
Jones now throwing on first down, and he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jones to throw again. Green with a catch left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Snap.
Here's Jones on first and 10. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, lift! Hey, wahoo!
Here's Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
6 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
36 to Mike. I got it. Mike, 36. Go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Second and 3. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Samson Abuka coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Jones now operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. There's a nice move. Breaks a tackle. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line 20. Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Pressure. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta, let's pin the mirrors back.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
At the 50-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Focus, defense, focus.
Ric Flair. Bravo.
55.
We're good. We're good.
Watch QB drop. Kill, kill, kill.
Touch.
Back to throw. Gone. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On first down, it's gone. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Gone. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he cuts it right into space. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Rhett Ellison. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Gall. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
76. 76.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check Mike 21.
Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's get set lunch. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Kel.
It's just me and you.
Now Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Fighting his way through contact. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Goff going to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 for 1. 3 for 1.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
80 weapon.
Strip that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
Last